What's up, everybody? I'll give you a few minutes and stuff to get in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop this information about this last update I'm doing with Lone Mountain. The information gonna be pretty much what I experienced and what I it's pretty much what I went through, and you know what you pretty much gonna have to experience yourself and stuff. What's going on, Big Text? Be dropping the information about what they expect and stuff, so on and so forth. You know, whether you get a used truck or whether you go new, what I think you should do and stuff, you know, as far as like you know, what to be prepared for and stuff, guys. You know, you get many questions and stuff like that. Some people say it's a good idea, some say it's bad, you know, but again, you know, I done had my truck a year, and I'm gonna go ahead and break into that science and stuff. And so meanwhile, if you got any questions about anything dealing with trucking, just throw it on out there and stuff, and I'll go ahead and answer that too and stuff. But again, this is the last update I'm gonna be talking about with Lone Mountain. So, you know, after that, it's pretty much my old videos and this video right here and stuff. But I can't say what what Lone Mountain, what you'll be expecting out of Lone Mountain and stuff going this day forth, because the only business I do with them is just send in truck numbers. That's it, you know. So anyway, go ahead and get things started. I done had the truck over. I had the truck 1 year and 1 month now, and so my truck payment is $13.75 a month, which equals up to over 16,000, 16.5 to be exact, as what I got in truck note. I did 3 years. I got a 3-year lease on it, so I got 2 more years to go, and you know, I'm gonna go ahead and ride it on out and stuff on account of some of the things that I encountered. Okay, so if you go to Lone Mountain, right? No, well, first let me explain what happened to me and stuff with this truck here and stuff. All right, my truck is a 2013 Freightliner Cascadia. It's an old CR England. It's an old CR England unit that was used in that lease program. And so, let's see, in repairs, I probably got about 16,000 in repairs and stuff. So, the first thing that went out on the truck was the it was the starter. The starter went out on the truck first. That cost me $1,500. Again, that was my fault, because you know the truck is a clutch start. The truck is a clutch start. I wasn't used to it, and so I thought that what I was doing was turning the ignition, and I wasn't, you know, it got a wait light and stuff up here. And once the wait light goes off, then that's when you're supposed to crank the truck up. And so, you know, I got confused with that versus the starter being bad, because sometimes the light would be out. I turned the turn the ignition, and the truck still wouldn't start. So, you know, it was a key indicator that the starter was going bad. So that wound up being $1,500, because when the starter actually went out, I was under a 42,000 pound load. And so when the people came out, I couldn't get it on push start and stuff to get down into the shop. I shut the truck off thinking that the truck would crank back up and stuff, and it didn't. So, you know, that wound up being $1,500 and stuff, guys. It had a tow, and then they had to go get the starter from Buffalo, New York and stuff. I forgot where I was, but it was somewhere in the bush. So that was my first repair stuff. Again, totally my fault. Should have been catching up. Should have been on that. Second thing was the clutch. Again, totally my fault. Totally my fault, because when I was there at Lone Mountain picking that truck up, and I was fooling with the truck and stuff, driving it. I said, man, this clutch does not feel right. I even got into another guy truck who had the exact same model and stuff as mine, and his clutch didn't feel nothing like how mine felt. And I'm like, something wrong with this clutch. But I was too gassed up. Made it out there. I was eager to hit the road and stuff, bring the truck back and ready to put it to work and stuff. And so, you know, all right, King Mail, King Mail. Okay. Good to see you catching up too and stuff, man. So, anyway, knew that the clutch and stuff, something was wrong with it and everything. Rolled it on now, and it went what? Went out in June. Let's see, I got the truck in October. I got it in October and stuff, so, and the truck went out in June. So, let's see, so what, that's 7 months? 7 months? No, that wasn't 7 months. 9 months, excuse me, 9 months. So, you know, and again, it was just, it just showed all the signs and stuff. And so before it got too bad, I just went on ahead, took it in there. Freightliner hit me up, $3 grand. Okay, $3 grand there. Then the whole after treatment system, the whole after treatment thing and stuff. That's when that started hitting me up. So that was so the first thing that went out was the, dang, now I forgot what that control module was. I'm gonna just call it for that right there. That ain't the proper name of it. But anyway, that went out. They changed that, and in the midst of changing it and stuff, you know, they seen all the rust that was inside the system. Okay, and you know, that was just the start of this whole after treatment system nonsense and stuff, which had to get the whole air system redone. All right, so they hit me up, $1,000 there. Then I went back to another shop the next day and stuff because the light came on. They purged the system. That was another $400. All right, and then that next week, that's when, you know, that's when really all the mess hit the fan and stuff there and stuff. And so I wound up spending a little over $8 grand to get the whole components to the after treatment rebuilt and stuff. You know, the change. You know, the dozer valve. That's what it is. It's called the dozer valve. That went out, so I had to get that changed. The DEF pump, and it was one more. It's one more thing under there and stuff. And then it was a NOx sensor and stuff, and then all the air, you know, all the air tanks and stuff, the loop line, that sort of, all the things there and stuff. So that came up to about a little over $8 grand, right? That came up to $8 grand and stuff. Then I had to take the truck back to that same shop 6 more times, and so the NOx sensor had to get changed, which throwed that up and stuff another $1,000. So, you know, I got, all right, $9 grand in that. So I got $9 grand in that, which gives a total of 13. And then the final thing to go out was the EGR actuator. You know, again, totally my fault with the actuator, because I could have saved some money and stuff had I went to the right people instead of going to these guys and just telling me, you know, hey, go on, fix it, right? You know, they're gonna hand me a bill for $3,300 and stuff, and you know, I got it talked down to $2,800, which the bill actually shouldn't have been that high there and stuff. You know, even though the EGR actuator is an expensive part, but I mean, putting it on and stuff and taking it off, it's really nothing. I mean, you know, you can get it done in maybe about an hour and a half and stuff. And so, you know, they charge me 8 hours for a job, you know. But anyway, that's what I did, you know, to get these guys out of my face. So, the total everything up, I got almost $16,000 in repairs, right? In 1 year of owning the truck. So, so what I say to people that's going to Lone Mountain is you got to be prepared. You got to be prepared, because the only thing that The only thing that saved me was the fact that I knew that I was gonna be having to spend that type of money and getting this truck and stuff fixed. I mean, you know, I just knew it. I just felt that, you know, the repairs was going to be expensive, but for the sake of, you know, having something a little bit newer than what I got out of and stuff, I was prepared. I said, man, look, you know what? Hey, a few of these settlements and stuff, man, I'm just throwing it into my escrow, and that was that. I mean, I just throwing money and stuff in there, you know. So when it happened, you know, it was just, hey, listen, I need this check. Go and cut me this check and stuff so I can pay these guys and move on to the next thing. All right. Now, if you get a used truck through Lone Mountain, then some things that you need to take and some things that you really need to take into consideration. All right. Now, when you get the truck and you get one used, they give you a 6-month warranty on it. 6-month warranty. That's through a third-party individual. Now, you need to read and understand that contract very carefully, because the reason why I really don't deal with warranties and stuff is because when it's time to pay people, I'd rather just pay them and move on and stuff. I don't have time to be debating on what's covered, what's not covered. I'm going to cover this portion of the bill, that portion of the bill. I need to get this thing done so I can get the ride. And that warranty is not just something cut and dry. It's not something to say, okay, all right, we got you covered. It's, hey, we're going to call, we're going to check on the components, we're going to see what's wrong. They do all this investigating and stuff like that, and then they decide, okay, this is what we're going to cover. Here's your copay, but then you got to cover this, that, or whatever. So it kind of alleviates some of the things that you got to pay in repairs, but at the same time, it's not really solving anything. But if you know that you are not going to be one of those guys to be putting back large amounts of money, if you just like, okay, I'm gonna set my escrow up and say like, I'm gonna put $200 a week or something away, then you need to get that warranty. That's just right off the gate. You just go ahead, just tell them once you get the truck, talk to the third-party people and say, man, listen, this is the warranty that I need right here and stuff. If you know you're just gonna be putting away, you know, a little $200-300, you know, stuff like that. If you ain't talking about throwing away putting some heavy cash away, because honestly, in 6 months, you need to have at least $20,000 in your escrow. You need to have at least $20,000 away for your money. I mean, for your maintenance for your truck. I mean, ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that stuff. You got to have that money. If you don't have 20 grand put away, you need to go ahead and really consider getting that warranty. All right. And with that warranty, you need to be understanding that it's not going to cover everything. It's not going to cover everything and stuff, but you need to get the best one that they can offer and make sure that it covers that after treatment system, because that is the biggest issue that you will have buying a used truck. Because what I found out about this after treatment system is that the after treatment system is based upon your air system. If you got a bad air system, you will have problems with your after treatment. That, I mean, you know, people say, well, you know, it's the computer, this, that, what, it's your air system. If you got a bad air system, you will have problems with your DEF system. That is all to it and stuff. So when you check that truck out, let it build up air and stuff, check and make sure that the moisture that's coming out the tanks and stuff is that's what it is. It ain't nothing colored, especially if it's like a brownish color. That means you got rust in your system, and your DEF system is it's a ticking time bomb, because they either did one or two things. They either flash drive the ECM, which means they clear the codes and stuff out, and then it's going to come back over a certain amount of time, or it just haven't appeared yet and stuff as to, you know, what your problem and stuff is going to be. But, you know, your DEF system is definitely based upon your air system. If your air system is garbage, then your DEF system is garbage. You know, that's a fact. You know, but so those two things and stuff there. If you get a used truck and you know that the people that you're going to is some people that you know you can't put money, build up a real strong escrow, go ahead and get that warranty and be done with it and stuff. You know, that way you can kind of, you know, if you run into a breakdown and stuff, then, you know, you can have some of the stuff covered, and then you can have some of the money that you got to pay for yourself. But, you know, now if you know that you can get 20 stacks up in 6 months, don't even worry about that warranty. That just, you know, if you can get 20 stacks saved up in 6 months, then don't even worry about that warranty. Once you got that 20 stacks, then, you know, the worst thing that can happen is the motor blows up. You know, but the chances in that, I mean, are very low. They're real low. I ain't gonna say it's impossible, but I'm just saying it's very low. But, you know, for the most part, you will be dealing with that after treatment system. And if that air system ain't on par, then you're gonna be in the shop and stuff trying to figure this stuff out. But that's what it is, Dan stuff, man. Save up $20,000. I know it sounds like a lot, but look, you're going into business, and the only way that you're gonna be debt free is if you fixate your money around your business. If you fixate it around your business, man, you will be debt free. If you put your money anywhere else, buying houses, cars, all this little personal stuff that you can get later on, you will be in debt and you will be a slave to this industry. Okay, sorry about that. You will be a slave to this industry. I'm telling you. You know, put your money in your business, man. Once you got that money and stuff saved up, see if you can put some more away if you can. But, you know, for the most part, put your money in your business. Do not worry about trying to get these Mercedes-Benz and these other, you know, these cars and these houses. That stuff will come. I guarantee you. If you put your money away in your business, you will have so much money in your business that you can't do anything else but begin to spend money. But for the most part, put your money away in your business. I cannot emphasize that enough, man. Put your money away in your business, man. Look, you got any spare money. You know, a few of those settlements and stuff, how people like to brag and stuff and talk about, man, I'm making, you know, X amount of money and stuff like that. I'm making so much money and all this. But then, you know, you look at your business and your business is ragged. Your truck is just falling apart and stuff like that, you know. But then you look at this personal life, you know, they post it all up on Facebook and Instagram and all that. And they showing y'all, man, look at this Georgia mansion I got. You know, this Georgia mansion I got. But then you look at that truck just straight garbage, you know. But the money gonna come is what I'm saying. But make sure you put your money in the right place, in your business. I know I'm getting off track. I'm sorry. But like I said, with Lone Mountain, if I would have went in with the wrong type attitude, I know I would have been out of business. They would have gotten this truck when they presented me that bill with that $8 grand and said, okay, here it is, how you gonna take care of it? You know, all I could say was, okay, you know, I mean, woo, you know, didn't expect to pay it all at once, but here it is and stuff, you know, go ahead, get it, go to work and stuff, you know. The trucks are used. You gotta know where they came from. You know, if you're looking at Lone Mountain and stuff, know where the truck came from. All right. Some of y'all probably even work there as company drivers and stuff like that. So, you know, put yourself in there, put yourself in that shoe. When I was a company driver, What did I do when I was driving over there? Did I check the oil and stuff like that? Was I up on maintenance? Was I up on all these things? Cause now I'm talking about getting this truck for myself. And so, you know, I know they say fleet maintained and stuff, right? But you know, again, they not operating those trucks and stuff, you know, to 100% capacity. They going based upon whatever that computer say, or whatever that driving stuff say, you know. So, hey, as long as that truck is getting that good fuel mileage and ain't being really a troublemaker truck, they gonna keep it in the fleet, make it do what it do and stuff. And then, you know, after it gets so much age in it, hey, we're gonna go ahead and throw it away and put it up for sale and stuff, you know. So know where the truck came from. If you're gonna do that research on it. Know where the truck came from. See what kind of reputation that they have, you know. Call over there and stuff to some of those companies. Ask, man, you know, hey, listen, when do y'all do oil changes on your equipment? You know, how long do you do your PMs and stuff and so on and so forth? You know, what kind of tires you run? Those sort of things there. You know, be specific because you want to get the truck and you want to minimize as much money you got to spend on maintenance as possible. You know, because, again, you starting your business. You know, a lot of y'all don't want to get brand new trucks. That's understandable. But, you know, just understand, you get something used. If you get something used and stuff, I mean, you know, you got to kind of build it up and stuff and get it back up to par. You might get lucky and nothing may happen to your equipment and stuff as long as you finance it. But, you know, for the most part, you got to be prepared. You know, you got to get the truck. You got to say, okay, all right, the payments and stuff are feasible. You got to have that mindset like, a lot of people say when I made that transition from being a company driver to a lease driver, right? Or, you know, glorified company driver. They were saying, run your truck like a company truck. And that's the wrong kind of philosophy and stuff to have. But what I'm saying is this. For those of y'all that's in a lease that want to make that transition to becoming an own operator stuff or just get a truck, you know, from somewhere other than the lease department, then I say run your truck like a lease truck. You know, y'all been used to paying $700–800 a week and stuff, and now, you know, you get a truck and stuff and, you know, your payments are probably like $1,200–1,300 a month. Keep that same $800 mindset and stuff, you know. Keep that same $800 mindset. So, you know, 8 times 4 is 32. So, you know, it's 32 and stuff. So that means if your payments is $1,200. If your payments is $1,200 stuff, that means you $2,000 to the good. You know, you $2,000 to the good and stuff. So what you do with that $2,000? Well, let me throw it in this escrow, right? Still gonna run this thing just like I'm in the lease. And then when I got that money and stuff put away, when these problems and stuff occur, okay, go ahead, throw that money, be done with it. Don't sit there and talk about getting credit cards and all that stuff there. Be debt free. You know, take your money, pay for your repairs, and then pay yourself back. That way you ain't got no interest to yourself. You know, like, hey, you run into a bad month, you just say, hey, self, you know, we ain't do so good this month and stuff, so man, you know, I ain't gonna be able to pay you on time and stuff. Self gonna understand, like, well, you know, we ain't charging no interest over here, pay me when you can. But you just make sure you get the money paid back. You know, ain't no interest fees or no late fees or none of that stuff there. You know, that's why I say it's so important to build up that capital. Forget that credit. Credit just means you're gonna put yourself in debt because you're gonna get comfortable making those minimum payments and stuff, and then as time progresses, more things are gonna occur, and you're just gonna say, well, let me charge because, hey, I ain't got to pay but, you know, $200 a month and stuff, as opposed to just going ahead and paying your debt and being just cleaning the plate. Be done with it. So, you know, again, my truck, $16,500 is what I got in the payments. I got another $16,000 in repairs on the first year. That's very bad. But at the same time, I paid that money with the capital that I brought forth, and I don't owe nobody a dime. You know, I paid myself back every dime that I spent. I paid it back. And so, you know, it just having that financial, discipline. You know, I am gonna say this though, is that I did fall a little short, because as I was paying myself back, I seen this car, you know, getting up there on Craigslist. I seen this car up there that I wanted, and, you know, I took a little bit from the escrow, you know, and I felt bad about it, but, you know, I mean, I just had to have this car. Like, man, you know, come on, man. You know, I work hard and stuff like that, you know, can I have a little something? And I took a little bit from the escrow, got this car, and to tell you how bad it is and stuff, I only drove the car one time, and that was from the person I bought it from back to the house, and I ain't drove it since. And stuff. So, you know, see, that just lets you know, you know, that just lets you know and stuff that, you know, you got to have that financial discipline. You got to say, man, look, they make these cars every day. You know, when the time comes, when the true time comes, you can go ahead and get that car, get whatever it is that you're trying to get. But, you know, don't be fixated on, you know, don't be fixated on the fact that that thing and stuff is something that you absolutely got to have and stuff, because, you know, in the end, it ain't helping business out. It ain't helping business out, you know. And that's just it, man. I mean, you know, don't be afraid to get a used truck and stuff, but, you know, if you go new, okay, we back. Let's see, we live. Okay, all right, we live. All right. Sorry about that, fam. I got a phone call and stuff. I ordered my food, and everything, and got to go over here and get it. But let me go ahead and wrap this stuff up, man. Anyhow, just forgot my train of thought, man. If you get a new truck, right, your down payment gonna be, it's gonna be up there. It's gonna be up there. But the thing is, you know, if you got that new truck, you ain't got to be worried about, getting no extended warranties and none of that stuff there. You could just, you know, you got a new truck, see, you got the manufacturer warranty. You got the manufacturer bumper-to-bumper warranty. That's $100,000. You know, they get that to you. And then you got the truck brand new and stuff. So, you know, the only thing, so whatever happened to the truck, you know, that's a learning experience on your end. But, you know, it's all working the bugs and stuff out. And as long as you ain't got one of those bug trucks, then it's based upon how you operate. So, yeah, you know, they're gonna be dropping, you're gonna be dropping a lot of money and stuff to get a brand new truck. Your payments are gonna be higher, but at the same time, you know, look, you ain't gotta worry about going in the shop. And if you do go in the shop, then the only money you got to worry about paying is, you know, motel room, a little bit of traveling, if you don't want to stay there with your truck, and just have a nest egg and stuff, so, you know, you can pay your bills. But other than that, I mean, you know, shoot, it is what it is. You know, so don't be afraid to go new if that's what you want to do, cause that's what I would have done. If they would have had the truck that I wanted, if they had that, if they would have had that W900, that's what I'd be riding in right now and stuff, you know. I had the down payment. I had the plan and stuff. I like, you know, shoot, where I'm at, I can make that money. And I say the worst thing that can happen, you know, is hey, truck blows up. But if it blows up, it's under warranty. They ain't gonna do nothing. Take that one, give me another one, same color. You know, go ahead and rock on out with it. The fam, I'm about to go over here and get this food. I'm gonna go over here and grab this food and stuff, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Appreciate the likes stuff that I got. Hope that the information was helpful. And with that being said, this man right here, the one and only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster, telling as always, continue to do your research, fact find, studies, honest on your skills every day. Till next time we talk, next time we meet, be safe, be easy, and peace out.